Hi, I'm Deanna Wells, and I am the sports performance coach for the Regina Pats. There you go. Cross, step, and go. Up, cross, go. Oh, there we go, Hamilton. And then you're gonna jump forward, backward with this foot, hip opener, and go. I work with the Regina Pats in the morning. We do different workouts based upon where they're at in their hockey game schedule, whether it's a recovery style workout, a speed workout, or a lift workout. We kind of transition it based upon what their needs are for that week with where they are at in their game schedule. Today with the Pats, going into a game here in a couple days, we did a lot of speed training. With that, I want to make sure that we're doing some high intensity workouts to get their neurological systems moving, so they're not just sitting around and being sluggish. So when it's time to hit the ice, they're awake and ready to go. A lot of people have had the misconception that working out in season is not good for athletes, but it's one of the most important things that we can do to keep our athletes healthy, strong throughout the entire season. We ask these athletes to come in top shape when they come into camp, but we have to be able to maintain that through the season. Come up, pull it across your body, and into hip flexion. Up, over, right? So you're here, and then run out. We just have a lot of things that athletes need to get better, and it's all in one place. We have a huge team here, and we all get along and work together efficiently, and we all have the same goal in mind of making sure that our athletes are getting the best services that we can provide them. We're always looking at new things that we can do to make ourselves better, that in turn make our athletes better.
My name is Cole Stevens. I'm from Amherst, Nova Scotia. I'm 24 years old and I'm the athletic therapist with the Regina Pats. Most days start at about the same time. I'm usually in the rink around 7:30, 7:45 before the players show up, making sure that everything's ready to go for the morning. Typically it's stuff that's not typically seen as an athletic therapist. I'm making sure that our lounge is stocked with nutrition, supplements, food, all that sort of stuff. Getting ready for the day, making sure that our coaches are updated on who's injured, what their statuses are, if they're available for practice or if they're not. And then the guys start showing up. We'll do a little bit of treatment prior to practice, and then they'll start to get their gear on. I'll cover the practice to make sure things are good from a safety standpoint in case anything happens. More treatment will follow practice, and then there's just the additional duties of keeping your area clean, helping with odds and ends with the gourd and keeping the room clean and keeping on top of laundry and stuff like that. Same for a game day. We're in here at 7:30. We have a morning skate. Guys are typically gone by 11:30, and we can set up the room for a game. We're back at it at about 3 o'clock, and I'm here until 11 following the game, doing treatments, assessments, coordinating with our doctors and chiropractors to make sure that everyone's taken care of. For an on-ice emergency, it's typically something that we talk about a lot with our medical team. We're fortunate enough to have 2 EMS on staff. So if anything happens on the ice and the player can't get off on their own, I'm the first one out, and I'm able to quickly assess what's going on, if it's life-threatening or if it's not. You learn to watch behind the play because that's typically where things happen. If I notice there's something out of the ordinary with a guy, or they look like they're laboring in some way, I'll go check on them. And if there's any red flags that we're looking for, I'll take them off down the tunnel and we'll do an assessment to ensure that it's safe for them to continue playing. And if it is, we'll bring them back out, and if they can't continue, we'll pull them for the night.
I work with Paul, our athletic therapist, on developing a plan that helps them get back on the ice. The biggest thing is making sure that We're treating what needs to be treated, but also getting them ready to come back to play, because we don't want them sitting around doing nothing and just working on that injury. We also have to remember that they're an athlete and we have to treat them as a whole athlete. So doing what we can to maintain that athletic level of performance that we need for when they're ready to come back on the ice, but also working with a program that helps manage their injury and get them back on the ice as soon as we can.